Now, if you want to conquer social media, what do? You go through the process, recruit your own people, let them create their accounts, let them go live, say easier, let them do it. You are even in power. You have allocated 78 million Ghana cedis because we were almost reaching our promised land. Yeah. We were almost reaching our promised land. And these people have managed to deceive us and take us back to Egypt under the leadership of Pharaoh. And Pharaoh, as we have right now, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, or a Pharaoh. No freedom of speech, no freedom of expression. The same thing they did that we kept quiet over. Same thing is being done to them. They are shouting as though they have never heard some before. Shouting. Now let's go to the weaponization of the media. Now, before 2024 election, then you say, traditional media, radio stations, TV stations, newspapers, most of them, now, I say, they were all against MPP. Most of them, 80 to 90% of the media, they were against MPP. Yeah, communicators. Me say, I remember on some occasions I had to get so angry that I had to just leave the studio during the programs because the kind of bias we were being faced with, it was too much. AY, how are you doing? You are welcome. I see AY in there. AY liking. Thank God for your life. Right? So that was how we were being misused, abused prior to the election. So because all these things were happening, in fact, that is why some of us, me like this, the reason I decided to come on TikTok was because I realized somewhere last year, June, anyway, I'm doing fine. I'm happy you are back. The reason why I came to TikTok, I became serious with TikTok was because I realized that, look, when we go to the radio station, a TV station, they don't allow us to make our point. So we only had 6 months to the election. If we wanted to make any impact at all, then we must create our own platforms. That is why I came to TikTok. And you see, you go to a show, they say somebody is coming from CPP. Now, Nipa also free CPP banner. Ultimately, say the person is virtually communicating with NDC's communicators note. And all these things were happening. Media, no, just 3 months to election, the media started speaking about a Galamsey. What is happening? Some people went into the Galamsey grounds. You realize, the people who were there, they could not even speak English. So it means, obi our government is unpopular. Some from Ivory Coast, some from Togo, some from Burkina Faso. They could only speak French. So we said, okay, some of the youths of the MPP said, all right, if this is the case, if we will go to radio stations, sometimes they give the MPP communicator 5 minutes, then they give the NDC communicator 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Whenever the MPP communicator wants to talk, you keep interjecting. You, at the end of the show, you have not even made one successful point. So if that is the case, then let's focus our attention, let's focus our strength on social media. Now, we turn our focus. And this was even without the involvement of the party. Now, ideally, your party, MPP, there is a branch called New Media and Publicity. New Media and Publicity. Now, that new media is supposed to incorporate such social media communications. And in fact, Uber Youth Wing, Regional Youth Winger, we even have directors and a team for New Media and Publicity. Uber Voter Region say about New Media and Publicity, I'm a director, regional. But resources no need. So ideally, how effective that branch would have been, which is New Media, it was not even. So you only had volunteers, our MPP, who would use their platforms and their data, their money, to actually communicate on behalf of the party. So I told you this wing, I joined last year, 6 months to the election, when I realized the radio was not going to help before what was going on. We tried our possible best, but we didn't have enough time to push it through before the election. Now, after election, this is where it became more beautiful. After the election, ideally, okay, these people would have been discouraged. These people would have given up. Some of these people, after the election, you would have thought, say, they will go and change the names of their platforms and use it for business. Myself, I told you my experience on 7th December. After I was live. My account was 130,000 followers. I was banned without any explanation. The account was taken away from me. I tried to recover it. I couldn't recover it. I lost the account. The same night we were losing the election. But after the election, speaking with some one or two people, they said, you can do it again. And I started again from fresh. I had a backup account that was about 2,000 followers. This account I'm talking about, this is the one I'm using now. I had to start again and now getting towards 200,000 followers. And there were many youth like that in the MPP who, though we had lost the election, did not become discouraged. They still kept on coming online. They still kept on communicating for the MPP at no cost to the party. And so gradually, MPP has taken over the social media through these youths. One would have thought, say, since NDC had so well played their card and they happened to have lobbied most of the traditional media, the radios, the TVs, that would have been enough for them. In fact, these MPP people try to lobby some of us that, okay, look, your party is in opposition, you don't know when your party will come back. So why not just change over? It is the easiest thing for you to do. And you said, no. We are with the elephant. Wherever the elephant is, that's where we are. If the elephant is in opposition we shall be. If the elephant is in power we shall be. As simple as that. So we kept on conquering social media. We kept on pursuing the goals that we have set for ourselves individually. I am not part of any association. I am not. I even doubt I'm on any page where there are TikTokers for MPP. No, I don't like those things. But individually, all these were being done. Now, it so happens that this government of Pharaoh, this government of Yentiobia, has become so desperate that the traditional media that they have is not enough for them. And they want to conquer social media. Now, if you want to conquer social media, what do? You go through the process, recruit your own people, let them create their accounts, let them go live, say easier, let them do it. You are even in power. You have allocated 78 million Ghana cedis for just communications. And that's kind of the, you can pay your people, you can pay people to be on live, TikTok live for 24/7. But you see, there are certain things, if it's not given to you by God, from God, you will never be able to do it. I tell you. Communication, easy. Communicating, easy. It is not easy to communicate. It is not easy to take policies, explain it. It is not easy to explain decisions of the government. It is not. And see, even though they have money at their disposal, they are not able to get the people who can come and sit down and explain that, oh, today your mama has done 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the meaning of it. This is how Ghana is going to benefit from it. They cannot. They don't. Now, what do they want to do? Since we are not able to get the people who will also counter these brilliant, intelligent MPP guys who are and ladies who are on social media, then my boy, so what do? Let's attack them. Let's go for their accounts. And people will tell you that right now, as you are speaking, most of the MPP guys who are on social media, their accounts are being reported. And that is why when you also join our live, you must keep power tapping, keep commenting. Okay? Because people now, eventually, people are scared to come live because now imagine me, almost 200,000 followers. I think just about 2,000 or so people left to reach 100,000 followers. Imagine having the fear that when I come live, my account could be reported and they will take it from me. Do I have the confidence to come live? You get where we have reached now. So NDC knows that they cannot win the social media battle. They cannot. Where it has reached now, they cannot. We are way ahead of them. Way ahead of them. When it comes to the follower base, it comes to the intellectual firepower, we are way ahead of them. So now the way they are going about it, that is even the funniest. Already you have heard Sam George saying that he wants to bring a law against disinformation and misinformation. It's not about the disinformation and misinformation, no. Because clearly, if it's about misinformation and disinformation, then Sam George did worse when he was in opposition. Where we all know here when Sam George said that somebody wanted to go and buy the Saglemi project, and he mobilized his chiefs and all this press conference. Did anybody show interest in that Saglemi project? So it was not about the misinformation. They just wanted to pass a law. Which law will prevent people from speaking their mind? So that they can use it that this is the law, this is the offense, go into prison. Now, because there was not enough time for that to be done, okay, then they started using funny approaches, funny excuses. In Ghana now, it is an offense. In Ghana now, it's an offense to even be anonymous. In Ghana now, they say under Malam Yohane. Under Malam Yohane administration, a offense to be an anonymous person. A offense to the extent that people who were anonymous under Akufo-Addo and nobody cared, because in society sometimes you need certain people to be anonymous, whose faces should be hidden, because the moment you expose their face, they come under threat of their lives. They could lose their lives. So certain people must be undercover. But this Malam Yohane administration is doing everything possible for nobody to remain anonymous. And that is why you've seen them go for Sir Obama Pokwasi. Because they wanted to show people that this is the face of the person behind the account at all costs. So when they do that, in the end, they know that now you have been exposed, your face has been exposed, so you will not have the confidence again to do whatever you used to do. That's one of their approaches. Okay? They will go for people who are innocent, women who are innocent, and display their pictures all over. They will go for guys who are innocent. Even comedians, they are going for them. Because they think and believe these comedians are not on their side. So they will go for them. They will show them where power lies. Just because they know the social media battle, they cannot win it. They cannot. And is it not sad and even more interesting that whilst